So we're going to be ranking the 11 2026 Formula One teams for the Constructors Championship. So the way that we have this ranking works, we got 1 through 9, and then 10 to 11 are bunched together. Now this is going to be hard. I feel like there's a lot of ways I can go about this. Let's get right into it, and let me know your guys' predictions right off the bat, who you guys think is going to win the Constructors Championship. Drive to Survive comes out on the 27th, so this Friday, so I'm hyped for that, and then we have pretty much a week until the season starts, until that following Thursday, Friday, we have the Australian GP. So I'm going to start this, and the team that I'm going to rank first here is the team I'm going to be putting in 5th place, and it's going to honestly be, Williams. Now, the reason being is I feel like Sainz and Albon are just going to be great together. That's two of the best driver pairings on the grid, and I don't even think it's an argument. You can't really argue. Coth of them can be pretty successful, and they're both solid drivers. Realistically, I think they have the strongest 1-2 driver pairing next to Ferrari. Like, in terms of, you could pick a 1 or a 2. It's the hardest one to decide between who's 1 and who's 2 on that team. It can be any given weekend between Sainz and Albon. So again, I'm going to go 5th for them. In terms of 6th place, this again is where it gets kind of difficult. There's so many ways you could spin this, and honestly, a lot of it even comes down to how Aston Martin's going to be. But realistically, I got to put the second Red Bull team for 6th. I personally think Arvid's going to have a great season. And then Liam Lawson, I don't know how he's going to do this year, to be honest, but I could see them hanging right in there with Williams, realistically. But, I mean, I feel like there's some of these that are interchangeable, and that's what makes this really, really difficult in terms of just getting a solid ranking. Dude, this gets tough because so many of these are interchangeable. Like, I'm thinking Audi or Alpine. I'm going to go with Audi. I think Nico and Bortoletto are going to have a good season, and it's going to be interesting to see how Audi goes, like, from the transition from Stake over to Audi. Again, I don't like the design on the car at all. I don't like Audi's design for their car, their livery at all. But I'm going to put them in 7th. And then in terms of 8th, again, 8th. Oh man, this is tough. This is going to make people mad. I think it's going to be Haas. It's hard because I don't like Ocon, but I like Ali. I just don't like Esteban for whatever reason. I'm going to leave 9th open for now. This one, I honestly think 9 through 10 are interchangeable. I could see either 3 of these teams honestly placing up to 6th very easily. But I honestly think I'm going to put Cadillac in 10th and Aston Martin in 11th and then Alpine one step above them. I could see this going anywhere. Realistically, like before testing, before everything, I thought Aston Martin was going to take 5th. I thought, not even a question. I thought we knew you're going to take 5th. But with how their testing stuff went, and again, Lance can be kind of all over the place. Lance can be all over the place in terms of how productive he's going to be. So that can make a big swing in things. Cadillac, easily, I could see Checo and Valtteri doing very, very well. Like, I could see them finishing 6th, 7th, no pun intended, easily. So, we kind of have, that could be interchangeable, but again, that's not really what anyone cares about. Everyone cares about the top 4. Now, this is where it's interesting. I'm putting Red Bull in 4th just for the fact that I don't know. I honestly have no idea how Hadger's going to do. We don't know how Isaac is going to do next to Max. If he's going to fumble, if he's going to do really well. You can guarantee Max is going to get points to at least keep them in 4th place, at minimum. Like, he could easily get them higher than 4th, but it depends how Isaac does. And now the rest of this is where this gets interesting. These 3 teams, I feel like it's pretty much between driver pairing. I think Ferrari obviously has the best driver pairing with Lewis and Charles. I don't think it's a question. Everyone else is kind of a 1-2. Merck is probably the easiest 1-2. I would give George the 1 unless some reason if Kimi comes out and is like performing incredibly well. You could easily argue, like, that's going to make Merck's job a lot harder. I would say Merck's probably the most cohesive team. We saw McLaren kind of like get a little wonky between Oscar and Lando last year. But 3rd place, I think it's going to be a relatively tight race for the rest of the season. I'm putting Ferrari in 3rd. I could see them winning it. It just depends if they fumble like they always do. It depends if they can let that happen. But again, I would say they have a solid 3rd place this year. This might rub some people the wrong way. I think McLaren's the 2. And I think Merck is going to win the whole thing. I feel like they have the unit to do it. They've done it with Lewis in the past. Like, the team runs very, very well when they're winning. In McLaren, we kind of saw them under pressure. They just had pressure from Max, too. It wasn't like a whole team. And it just kind of, you saw them kind of fumble it. I think George is going to win the drivers. I think Merck is going to win the constructors. But I could easily see George maybe winning the drivers and then Lando and Oscar taking 2nd. Maybe Kimi taking 4th or 5th. I could also see Lewis or Charles doing incredibly well. Same thing with Max. This year, with the new regs, we really don't know what's going to happen going into it. Like last year, I didn't expect McLaren really to blow anyone out of the water. But again, let me know your guys' constructors rankings for next year for the 2026 F1 season and who you got.